very interested in moving images in ophthalmology, augmented reality, extended reality, 3D printing, app developing, and academic filmmaking. We discovered him in the last Yo Pavilion, and he's just amazing. I think we are looking forward to your talk. Over to you, Dr. Prasanna.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you for going
Thank
first.
you. Yeah, no issues, ma'am. Thank you for the warm welcome and kind invitation. I'm just sharing my screen. Yes, ma'am. Is my screen visible? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, AOS and Yo Pavilion, for this wonderful opportunity and a beautiful topic, deep dive. Welcome to augmented reality. So, welcome to the world of 3D ophthalmic metaverse. This is something that we have been creating for the past 2-3 years or so. And I would like to share with you my journey as well as the thought process that led into this. Usually, as a college person, as a postgraduate, or as a fellow, for teaching, we started creating the 2D and 3D animations. And by creating these animations, we wanted to convey certain concepts to neophytes so that the learning can be made more gamified and fun. For example, the common encountered practical difficulties like the iris process and peripheral anterior synechiae. I used to make these animations and then take them into real-time scenarios so that we can show them what these really are in real-time practice. But then I started wondering why not we have unanimated modules. So these are something that are animations, which is not really real. So let us go into creation of the unanimated 3D models is what led to this pondering of using the patient's own image and creating a model. And it can be used for patient counseling as well as it can be used for student training as well. So what we did was we used real confocal unanimated fundus images, which are wide field 110-degree true color, and they were confocal not only the color images, we can use an atlas of autofluorescence and infrared for the posterior segment construction. And you can also use the anterior segment slit lamp and gonioscopic pictures as a photoreal visuals. So the atlas we started collecting. So this is a color fundus atlas. Then we had a patient of flecked retina. You just need to take a wide field autofluorescence and an infrared. We had our own confocal fundus image. EDON, I should say. It's no financial disclosure again. And we started collecting our atlas in a diabetic retinopathy patient, a retinitis pigmentosa. You can see all the beautiful images, the retinal nerve fiber layer defect for glaucoma. It goes on. The list just keeps on going. A myelinated nerve fiber, a splinter hemorrhage. So yeah, now we have collected our 3D models. So now what we need to do is we thought of presenting the models in the best way possible, such as a 3D atlas and augmented reality. That's when we started making our own augmented reality holograms in a cost-effective manner. So what we did was we took our 3D eye models, our real-time true color images, and we put it into Unreal Engine software, as you can see here. And then we made the 3D eye models, and then we coded them in the Android phones for a good AR display. So this is the 3D eye model. And we also made sure we used complex structures, not only eye, but structures pertaining to ophthalmology, such as the cavernous sinuses and the circle of Willis. So all these models were coded. So this is the blueprint that you're seeing on your screen. So by coding these 3D models in the Unreal Engine software, and we anchored them to this white ball called the root. So by anchoring them in the white ball called the root, so many of you will be familiar with the Pokemon games that came in augmented reality, or even the filters that we use, especially the kids or someone. We used to play with a lot of coolers. Once you have the phone in you, it'll automatically read you. So this is what is called the root, the white root. So this is very important for the model to get span into the mod for augmented reality usage. So we started using the eyeball model, the circle of Willis, and once all were created, we had this root, and this is the AR template that is mandatory, and now it's all set. You just need to install the application that we have created. It's free of cost. I'll just be showing the application next. You just need to install the app in your phone. Make sure you fit the phone's camera onto that AR template. So this is the paper that I'm again showing once again. It is also available to download in the App Store. And once you do that, so this is the QR code to download this particular app, which is currently available in the Android platform. We are soon launching it in the iOS as well. So once you download this app, all you need to do is, let us see a real-time scenario, what you need to do. So print the AR template and place it on your table. And now open the app and click it and focus your phone on that particular paper. You can see that on the left-hand side is a real-time scenario, and on the right-hand side of your screen, you can see this is the display of the mobile camera view. So the model will be spawned as a hologram. Now by moving your phone accordingly, you can access different views of this hologram. So you can move up, you can move down. By moving up, you get a much smaller view of the eye. By going down, you can go and see the optic nerve, the retinal vessels. All these are not animated models. These are our own patients, real-time models. So with this, the learning can be made more fun, more interacting, fundus learning, angle structures learning. All these can be made very interesting. And this is again another model, cavernous sinus. Once we create the model in the Maya software, import it into Unreal Engine, and then we code it for augmented reality. So again, you can see on the left-hand side, the user is demonstrating with a piece of paper and a phone. It is cost effective. We have provided it free of cost. And by just moving your phone front and back, finding your sweet spot is very important. You can see that on your right-hand side of the screen, by rotating the model, you can get the different sections of the cavernous sinus, which is actually not possible by textbook reading, because in textbook you always have a single slice or 2-3 slices maximum. The creative cognitive learning is always impaired because they have to, especially the neophytes, have to imagine a lot. But with augmented reality, every 360-degree can be accessed. And then this is again another model. This is a recording in my phone taken where not only the cavernous sinus, even the angle structures, as I was saying, you just need to move your phone back and then just go in and visualize the angle as well. So normal angle, abnormal angle anatomy, everything can be fed and learning can be made more fun. Once this is done, we can go into real-time scenarios, and even for simulations also, it works wonders. So we are, the USP of our particular app is we have used real-time images, not animations, real-time angle structures, real-time fundus images. So it's really important that we use real-time images, and we have also published the same in this year's January 2022 innovation section in the Indian Journal of Ophthalmology. And obviously the cover picture also is ours. That is where the flecked retina I was just showing you. And then these are some of the references. We have also published a chapter on how to do it. We have provided it open access for viewers who are seeing this. It's always available for you for download. And not only we stopped with augmented reality, we also went one step further and did the extended reality. This is a true holograms with HoloLens Microsoft. You can see this again with HoloLens. We have incorporated all our models into the HoloLens as well, where you can see the pedagogue here is actually moving on the right hand side, but it's actually a museum of holograms that he is actually seeing. On the left hand side, you can see the display of what he is actually seeing through his eyes. So that is very, very important, because for 360-degree learning, all these models from cranial nerves, starting from their anatomy, where they are origining, where they are inserting the extraocular muscles, all these models we have created, and we have provided it in the Microsoft platform as well. And the advantage of this is not only you get a visual aura or a photo immersive feeling, you can also use the tactile learning. You can see here the user is actually holding the hologram. He's actually pulling it off. By pulling it, you can actually enlarge the hologram. You can rotate the hologram. You have access to the eyeball as a whole. And by this simulative learning can be made more gamified, and also the skill sets can be improved. And not only for anatomical learning, we are even trying to incorporate it for smaller procedures like gonioscopy, foreign body removal. And here you can see the beautiful visualization of the angle. So all these are, we have also provided a multimodal atlas, color fundus photograph, and autofluorescence and infrared for all the eyeball models. We have also provided the cavernous sinus, the circle of Willis in the eyeball models. So all these are available as true holograms by us. So we are a more of a 3D ophthalmic metaverse is what we are creating. And we are the team Mahatma Center of Moving Images. We are not only ophthalmologists, we have a group of technicians as well. You can all feel free to visit our website. We are a growing team, research and development, moving images, AR, app development, and even 3D printing as well. And these are some of the applications that we have created apart from the holograms. We have our own 3D atlas called the IMG 3D. We have our own Windows version application as well. All these are open access. We have printed our own 3D models as well as a puzzle for a cognitive learning. For want of time, I'm just skipping through certain slides. And this is the last slide that I'm closing with. We have done totally 6 innovations. which are all available in our website. I think the users here, whenever you're free, you can go look at it. Not only augmented reality, we are there for extended reality, 3D printing as well. And we also publish our work, IGO videos. Recently, we published our animation deck, and we keep learning. And the future is going to be augmented reality and extended reality. This is my daughter who's playing with the VR headset that we have actually innovated. So I think in 10 years now, or 5 to 10 years, every home will have their